Happy Tuesday, beautiful souls, wherever you are on this phenomenal planet. It is time for Shift Your Thinking Daily, where we transform our inner experience to phenomenal outer experience. For now, 10 minutes of our day, we do it together. All right, before we jump into today's message, which is a timely one, it's always synchronistic. I think it's funny, all right? Is it truly already written? This thing we call life or matrix. All right, before we jump into today's message, let's take a couple deep breaths. Follow me, breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Woo! Say hi, say hello. Drop down in the comments below. If you're new to me, welcome. My name's Lisa Puerto, also known as Super Agent, on all your favorite social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn at LA Super Agent. I want to say a quick shout out to Norman Bozeman Jr. Shout out to the IBA, Inglewood Business Association. He runs the Inglewood Business Magazine as well. Thanks for connecting and building with me. It's always great when people connect with me offline and who've been watching me grow. Really great seeing you today. Also, shout out to Jamal, who connected with me for a discovery call and working with him as a brand consultant. So for those of you who are not familiar, I do a plethora of great things as it relates to B2B and B2C. So you can learn more. Hit the links, check out what resonates, sign up, connect, and if you have the opportunity to be local, you can meet with me live. All right. This episode I am calling, I didn't mean to turn the music off abruptly. You know, I try to fade it out. And let me make sure I put my phone on vibrate. There's a lot of stuff still happening because I'm in the middle of my day. So with that being said, thank you for spending 10 minutes of your 24 hours with me to continue our series of Shift Your Thinking with Dean Del Sesto, 200 Ways to Improve Our Lives. I'm going to call episode 126 Long Game. Long Game. It's been a recurring theme. I'm on cloud 13. I've got high energy because I'm connecting with wonderful people. You are all really amazing. If you haven't heard it today, I love you. I appreciate you. You are needed. We've been waiting for you. You were sent. Okay. Long game. I'm in the section, if you're following along with me, where he says it's hard to set the world on fire when the world is wet. Pretty hard, especially coming from a fire sign like myself. I'm a whole lot of Sagittarius. A whole lot. Sag stellium, fourth house stellium. Got a lot of fire in that house and planet. And that was the focal point of today. I was questioned to what degree of patience do I have? I think that's a great question coming from someone like myself who is a go-getter. I'm a doer. I think I do, and I learn. You know, I think I do, I fall, stand up again, and I think I do, fall forward, you know, that kind of stuff. That's me. Are you that type of person? Are you a fall forward type of person? Question mark. Press 1 if that is you. Press 2 if you need to plan it out. Are you getting caught up in analysis paralysis? Be careful. Get out of your own way. The author says not too long ago, the technical revolution created a wave of economic growth that was equivalent to, if not greater than, that of any other revolution. And we still are seeing that happen. And we were just discussing about how old Facebook is, or how old or how young the internet is. He says the growth had nothing to do with who was in government at the time, but was the result of people embracing a new direction and contributing their innovation. Drop down in the comments below, innovation. Type innovation for me. He says the economy was white hot with money flowing like a river. And we know those folks, right, who made their money the .com, and we know folks who lost money. We know people who are riding out different waves. And every generation and every time has that era where there is that boom, and then followed by bust. One of the things, and this is why I'm captioning this long game, because are you playing and planning for long game, especially as we know that economies are cyclical. When there are recessions, there are people that make tons of money in recessions, right? You're buying low, you're picking up things in bulk, you're wholesaling. Are you positioning yourself for that? And during that time of recessions, we see people are creating out of need. Your back is against the wall, you're forced into a bind, and now you are forced to create a new way of doing something and being creative. He says, well, the wave of that revolution has subsided, and the government has a massive debt load that the mind can barely comprehend. He says money is now flowing like a sludge. I think for a select few, yeah, money will flow like a sludge, because there are people that don't even know what a recession is. Do know that is real for some people, right? There are people that don't feel the hit of the economy, whatever it's going through. And there's some people that will capitalize on those opportunities. So depends on what side of the coin you're on. He says, regardless of who it is to blame, and true consequences of our debt have yet to be seen. He says, I don't have an economic degree or a political background, but I suspect we are not coming out of difficult times, but going deeper in. This is not a doomsday mentality, but instead the result of a combination of statistics, facts, figures, global realities. Drop in the comment global realities, because I shared this in my call today, that you have a global market. That's what the internet has offered up to you. We shared this in the meeting. As long as you are converting the currency and you are tapping into different conversion rates, you now have opened up yourself to the ability to receive money from outside the United States. I learned that 1% of my listening audience is coming from France. Yo, I make sure I convert. I have books written in published in French. I have books published in Spanish. I'm using markets that I can sell globally and ship globally. Really excited about that. The author says, whether or not I'm right, it would serve us well to be good stewards of our finances and resources. Drop in the comments, good steward. He says, controlling costs and setting budgets is hard on our lifestyles and our pride, but so is restoring bad credit, getting out of debt, and not having the funds available when great opportunities come along. And trust me, they will. And they do. They always do. They always will. And definitely don't feel like it's a punishment to you. Finances, your credit, your FICO, those are all snapshots of a point in time of what's happening with your finances. It's a barometer. If you're applying for new credit, then it's a measure of risk, but not of you as a person. Because this is one of the things that I really implore on the youth, and I introduce to them, because people get caught up, the world right now is caught up on credit a lot. Ooh, yeah, ooh, ooh. So I'm not going to go into this. I'll save it for my courses. But one of the things that I do implore on them is that there are life events that will impact your ability to pay things online, to earn more money. And that includes losing your job, having someone die, having a sickness. There are real life events that will trigger and impact your finances. And I'm of the school of thought we shouldn't be punishing people when they're going through stuff instead of helping them. IJS. All right, let's get this wrapped up. He says, we can't predict what the future holds, but we can sharpen our skills, thinking, and disciplines to do life more creatively. Drop in the comments below, creatively and strategically, so we can remain solvent financially. You know the way we'll need to be to set the world on fire when it dries off. With that being said, Think about ways that you can innovate creating more money. All right.